experiences in dating here in the Philippines. What are the difference dating way back in your country and here in the Philippines?
Well, I've had girls in their 20s, approach me wanting to date me, and I'm like,
approach you? Wow.
yeah, and I'm totally shocked at it. But normally they'll look at you and smile, and so you'll smile back and you'll say hi and they'll say hi, and then you can strike up a conversation.
Yes, okay.
And that's usually where it leads. But I don't do that anymore because I'm taken. I got a girlfriend.
End of the world, JJ. So can you share about, if it's okay with you, can you share about the cost of living here in BGC?
It's still about a third of what I was paying in the U.S., even in BGC, yeah. So.
Hi, hello everyone. Welcome back to my channel. It's Wang, and today I have here another guest, special guest, JJ. Thank you for being here.
Thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
Please do introduce yourself more to our viewers.
Sure. My name is JJ. I'm from the U.S., but I live here in BGC in Manila about 2 years now, a little over 2 years now, and I have a YouTube channel, JJ the Lonely Bull in Asia. So
yes,
there.
I will put the link here in the description after this.
Great.
So yes, let's start on what was the life back then in US, like your life.
Well, it was hectic because I worked, a lot, and the last career I had was in education.
A teacher?
No, I was a director of admissions.
Oh, wow.
So I ran an admissions department where we would recruit and enroll students.
Yes.
And so we had goals and quotas we had to meet. It was very stressful, and I actually moved here for that position. We opened up an Asia office.
Yes.
So I moved
here in Philippines?
Mm-hmm,
okay.
Yeah. So I moved here, hired a staff of Filipinos, and then last year, the end of 2022, my contract ended. So instead of moving back to the States, I decided just to retire.
You just decided?
I just retired and stayed here in the Philippines. So.
Okay, and speaking to that, why you choose Philippines to retire?
Well, I was here for work, so it was convenient, but I've always loved the Philippines. I've had a couple of LDR relationships with Filipinos and Filipinas in the past, so I was familiar. I've been visiting the Philippines since 2015, so I knew a lot of the area, so I was comfortable with it, and it's inexpensive compared to the U.S.
Oh yeah, I've heard that.
Even in BGC, it's still a lot cheaper.
Yeah, but here is different. It's the first time of me being here.
Oh really?
I'm amazed.
In BGC?
Yeah, I'm amazed. I'm from Cebu, so I'm a province girl, literally, like something like that. So
well, next time you're here, we'll give you a nice tour of the area.
Sure. So first time you visit in Philippines, what was your first impression about the people and the Philippines?
Well, the first time I was here would have been December 2025, and I had a
2025
or 2015. I'm sorry, 2015. And I had a sorry.
Let's go back.
For the future.
Move forward. It's okay.
But I had a Filipino girlfriend who was an OFW in Hong Kong.
Wow.
And so she flew back for vacation for Christmas, and I flew here to meet her. And her family and her province is up north in northern Luzon in Cabanatuan.
Yeah, Cabanatuan, yes.
Cabanatuan,
that's part of Mindanao.
Nueva Ecija. So it's northern Luzon. So I took a bus up there, and it was in the middle of rice fields, but it was a big culture shock for me, but it was really neat. And I just love the culture, and I loved it. I love the fact that up there, the children all respect their elders. They did the forehead touch. The blessings. So I thought that was very neat. And we went to mass on Christmas Day, and it was an all-day thing. It just kept going and going and going. You just come and go as you feel. It's
it's a big thing.
Yeah.
That's nice.
So my first impressions were all positive of the Philippines.
I can tell because you are here now.
And I'm still here. But I love BGC. I love the convenience of being in this bubble,
Yes.
of BGC.
So, speaking of like, LDR, how was that? What you think most of the LDR relationship is just simply hard to work, not gonna work?
It's hard, yeah.
Yes.
And I would say, if I was to give any advice, I would say, if you want to move to the Philippines and you want a Filipina girlfriend, wait till you get here
Yes,
before you look for
me
one.
too, that's what
LDRs just
yeah.
generally don't work. Some do. I've heard that some do, but I think for the most part they don't last. Yeah.
For the most part, it is kind of hard work.
It's hard,
a double
yeah.
effort. You have to put it in there because, of course, in a relationship, you have to be able to, of course, kiss, hugs, and make each other feel better, like, secure in a way, warm, something like
Right,
that. So
yeah.
that's really hard. So what's your advice is to come and visit and see the Philippines, something like that before
Yeah.
looking for a girlfriend, right?
I always say you don't have a girlfriend until you've met her in person.
Yes, yeah.
You can say, I'm in an LDR relationship, but is it really a relationship if you've never met in person?
Yeah, that's kind of I've been as well in a long distance relationship with really 2 years and 8 months. We never met, and we call each other boyfriend and girlfriend.
Yeah.
So that was a lesson learned to me.
Yeah, yeah.
So yeah, now I'm better. So how about culture shock, like the differences that you've noticed here in the Philippines and from the country, from US, that will like, oh my God, this is totally different. It shocked you,
Yeah, some of the things that, and I actually did a video on this.
Yeah, really?
Where
Okay.
it's like,
I should
don't move to
watch.
the Philippines if you can't adjust.
Yeah.
And I listed a few things like you need to adjust to these things. And one of the things that was really shocking to me is the poverty level here.
Really?
And it
Yeah,
really
yeah, yeah.
it was really sad to see that. But that's something you have to adjust to. You have to get used to because it's there. You
Yeah.
can't avoid it. Another thing is, on the lighter side, is the saying, "Sorry, sir, unavailable." I get that a lot. In the U.S., we're spoiled. We have everything we need, and to an excess. It's like
it's easy in there.
Yeah, and it's like if we want this type of food, we can get it.
Oh, yeah.
Here in the Philippines, it's common to go somewhere and you look on a menu. It's like, "Oh, can I order this? Sorry, sir, it's unavailable." That happens a lot, so you have to get used to.
Don't be surprised.
Don't be surprised, yeah. And those are the main things. But getting used to some of the food, and not, maybe not having some of the food that you're used to in the U.S. or in the West. Those things you have to get used to, but it's not bad. I love the food here.
So okay, what Filipino foods that kind of your favorite now?
Well,
that you are here?
I had it all yesterday at Corinne's party. Lechon.
Yeah, me
I
too.
love that.
it.
Love that. I love the fact that first I like pork, so it's really good, and then the crispy
the
skin.
skin.
Oh, it's so yummy. So I like that.
Not that healthy.
Not that healthy, but who cares?
Yeah.
Who am I kidding? Pancit. I love
Yes,
pancit. I love lumpia.
Yeah.
Those are my main three, and there's a few other things. Sisig's pretty good, and it can. Some items can be a little salty, a little too salty for me, but I'll probably never try balut.
Yes. What are the Filipino foods that you can't eat? You knew yourself, no, I can't.
I don't
totally
think.
can't.
I think probably balut. I've never tried it, but I don't think I could ever try it.
Yes.
I've had the dried fish. My girlfriend likes dried fish, but I'm
me
not a big
too.
fan of it. So she'll only cook it when I'm not there,
Me
and
too.
she'll eat as much dried fish as she can when I'm not around. So.
So, okay, share about your experiences in dating here in the Philippines. What are the difference dating way back in your country and here in the Philippines?
Well, it's a lot different. It's a lot easier to date here, in my opinion. Because and my friend Steve and I were just talking about this the other day. You know, in the U.S., I'm a 5 or a 6. You know, if I'm lucky. Here, I'm more like an 8. You know, or something like that. So, so I think Filipinos maybe see me as a little more attractive than a U.S. or a Western woman would. I don't know. I could be completely off base, but I have an easier time, or I had it until I got a full-time girlfriend. But I had an easier time finding dates here than I ever did in the U.S. And even younger. I mean, the age gap was. I've had girls in their 20s, you know, approach me wanting to date me, and I'm like,
approach you? Wow.
Yeah, and I'm totally shocked at it. But that's one of the things you have to adjust to here in the Philippines. You know, you're going to get those girls that are going to be interested in you when you're an older guy. You know.
So I'm just curious about it. If you are in a restaurant setting or in in a coffee shop, someone younger, that young woman, like a woman, approach you, what is your kind of reaction into it? Like, are you gonna be looking at her as attractive, as the type of woman that you need to work, or just share your thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, at first, when I first got here, I was kind of a little shocked about it. So it's like I didn't know how to react. I didn't know what to think. But now it's almost like I'm flattered, you know. But I stay grounded, and I stay, you know, I try to keep myself in check. You know, I don't want to get too big a head or something like that.
Yes.
So maybe I'll be sitting outside at a table with a friend, and we're having a beer or a coffee or something, and a girl will walk by and she'll look at me and she'll, you know how Filipinos are, they giggle and they put their hand over their mouth. So, you know, and it's like, you know, I think she's interested in me, you know.
Yeah.
So that's kind of fun, you know, having that attraction and having that
that's
notice.
very brave for a Filipina to approach you, and like, for example, like you're sitting in there, even though to me, personally, even though you're so handsome sitting out here, and I think I like you so much, but I'm not gonna approach you.
Well,
so it's always depends.
I think it's maybe a little different here in BGC. I think the women are a little more. They're not as reserved as they are in the province.
Probably yes.
Yeah. So maybe that's it. But normally they'll look at you and smile, and so you'll smile back and you'll say hi, and they'll say hi, and then you can strike up a conversation.
Yes. Okay.
And that's usually where it leads. But I don't do that anymore because I'm taken. I got a girlfriend.
End of the world, JJ.
Right. I'm happily taken. Yes.
So what type of what is that kind of like a thing that you love about your girlfriend, about her? Like the behavior, the kind of like inner beauty that you see in her.
So she's beautiful, first of all.
Yes.
And she is very nurturing. She's got a daughter. She's got an 9-year-old daughter now, and so she's a very nurturing. She's got that motherly instincts.
Yes, of course, I know that.
She's a great cook. She cooks.
Yeah.
I can't lose weight because she cooks so well. You know, she just takes care of me.
Yes.
You know, and she's very romantic. She's very, you know, she loves to cuddle and, you know, all those things that, and she has a great sense of humor, and our sense of humor are the same.
Yeah.
So we have a lot in common with that. She loves a lot of the same music I love.
Oh wow,
so
that's very nice.
She's a little older, so she's not in her 20s. So I think that helps the maturity levels a little better. She's not on TikTok all the time or doing selfies all the time. She's not into all that. So there's just so much to love about her, you know.
Yes,
so
compatible.
Oh, very
things you
compatible.
Can do. Very compatible. Okay.
Yeah.
So speaking of like, you know, cost of living, I believe it's quite different, expensive in this area to live. So can you share about, if it's okay with you, can you share about the cost of living here in BGC?
It's still about a third of what I was paying in the U.S. Even really? In BGC, yeah. So my rent is my rent is 35,000 peso a month. So it's a little over $600 a month.
Yeah.
And it's a nice condo. It's a corner unit, so I've got floor-to-ceiling windows on two sides. It overlooks the golf course and Makati skyline, so it's really beautiful. It's
Super
like
beautiful view.
50 square meters, one bedroom. It's really nice. So $620 a month for that. My utilities, my electricity is not much, about $3,000 a month.
Yes.
So, food, and if I go out to eat or go out and have a couple beers with my friends, if I do that a lot, that can be a little high. But generally, my budget's around $1,600 or $1,700 US dollars a month.
16 to
$1,600 to $1,700 a month US.
Yeah, wow.
So what is that? That's about
like
75,000 peso, maybe. Yeah. So not much, which is great because it gives me a lot of extra money that I can save, so I can do these travels. So I spent a month in Thailand just recently. So
yeah, that's great. So how about speaking of that, like traveling, you're doing the YouTube channel, right?
Yeah.
So tell me about it. Tell our viewers about your YouTube channel, what you do, what your content's about, and what you looking forward for your channel.
Yeah, so I started this channel. Well, actually, I started doing YouTube videos when I was working because I wanted to share my experience with my fellow employees, fellow coworkers back in the U.S. So I would do a video and then I'd upload it to YouTube and then send them the link, and it'd all be unlisted, so they were the only ones that could see it.
Yes.
So when I quit my job, or when my job ended and I retired back in the beginning of 2023, I got really bored because I wasn't working anymore. So I thought, well, I'll continue to do YouTube, only I'll make it public. So I started doing that like May or June of last year, and in September I got monetized, and so I just kind of I share my experiences with everybody, and people that are interested about the Philippines or Asia or moving here. I want to share what I know about it.
Yes,
so it's been fun. It's not a big channel, but it's growing slowly.
Yeah, you're growing.
Yeah, I'm just under 3,000 subscribers now.
Wow,
So.
that's quick.
Yeah, not bad.
Quick,
Yeah, not bad. Not like you, but I'm working on it.
I've been here forever.
But I enjoy it.
Yes. Yeah, I'm glad. I'm happy. I'm happy knowing that you're having fun. You have your girlfriend. She loves you. She takes care of you. Every one of us need that. Like just simple as that. Life is too hard already to find. Just need to find a perfect one for you.
Right.
And yes, if you need some help, you can contact JJ. He will give you his kind of, for example, they're gonna ask you something about BGC, right?
Sure. Yeah.
You gonna answer them.
I know everything about BGC.
Yeah, he's been here. How long you been here?
2 years now. Yeah.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah.
So JJ, thank you for today's interview. After this, I'm gonna fly off to Cebu.
Yeah, safe trip back.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Next time you're here, feel free to contact.
I want to meet your girlfriend.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, we'll take you around the BGC and show you around.
Nice. Thank you so much, JJ. Guys, that's all for today's video. I'll see you next time, and always with that smile, be kind and be positive. God bless. Oh my God, I'm sorry, take two. God bless, and be safe.
Bye-bye.
Bye. I
Perfect.
swallowed my